Okay. Вы можете нам ссылку скинуть в чат сюда? Угу. Да, у нас на английском говорят и на русском, да, совершенно верно. В принципе, все говорят на английском. Если можете говорить на английском, чтобы мы это... Хорошо. Все. We have a link in chat. We should go through this link. Тамерлан, а тут нужно форму регистрации заполнить. Без нее мы не пройдем, да?
And it's in Russian.
И это по-русски.
There's a link on the bottom to click English.
Да, внизу есть ссылка, и по ссылке нужно кликнуть английский.
Yes.
Yes, I have.
Да,
I also
она у
have.
меня есть.
Yes.
Да.
Russian English, you mean it's languages
Русский, вы
of
имеете в
translation,
виду
yeah?
языки перевода,
Of
да?
translation. Language of interface.
Язык интерфейса.
Okay. Okay.
What I see, the top is English. It says webinar title broadcast, but below the video, the comments are in Russian. Is that correct?
На русском, да?
Okay.
Okay. Upon our task, we
В
discussed that
соответствии с
there will be
нашей
a place
задачей
where
мы
speakers
говорили
can
о том, что
present
должно
their
быть
files
какое-то место, где
to
спикеры
download.
будут
Yeah, slides
загружать свои слайды.
in Zoom. Okay.
Слайды будут демонстрироваться в Zoom.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah. 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 And files, yeah. I see, yeah. Okay. Some particular file or something else, I don't know. Okay. Okay, my screen. Okay. Yeah. This is my screen. Yeah, actually we understand these tools which we will use, but we will need to have a look at the instruments installed in your website, in particular translation, or if you can provide right now maybe a combined picture of me and someone else in the chat maybe. Or it's not possible, just my picture and my streaming. Okay. Okay. Okay, can we check it right now? Maybe I will speak something in Russian and you provide translation. Can you arrange it? Хорошо. Да. Хорошо. Хорошо. Мгм. Хорошо. Мгм. Хорошо. Вот в данный момент мы сейчас с вами общаемся. Перевод уже пошел? Угу. Так, ну смотрите, вот сейчас я нахожусь на English, и у меня весь интерфейс на английском языке, но я не слышу перевода на английский. Так, да, сейчас я слышу. Я сейчас слышу, да, перевод. Так, я попробую сейчас переключить на английский, чтобы поменялся канал. Секунду. Хорошо. Тамерлан, правильно ли наше понимание, что наряду с вот вашим плеером, сейчас можно, да, переводить тоже это, что я говорю? Ага. Чтобы наряду, я так понимаю, что наряду с этим плеером люди смогут смотреть не только на этой странице, но и через Zoom, правильно? Заходите смотреть в Zoom. Нет, я понимаю, мы, в принципе, цель нашего сегодняшнего прогона как раз и показать, что, то есть и подтвердить ваше предложение, что у нас в Zoom выступает только спикер и модератор, а вся остальная аудитория, они смотрят это выступление и в случае необходимости пишут комментарии или вопросы задают. Да, я вижу. Все понятно, хорошо. Я думаю, будет приветствоваться любая дополнительная видеоинформация или ссылки какие-то, которые покажут как можно больше информации, да. Да, хорошо. Спасибо, я тогда поделюсь потом с коллегами. Два языка, русский и английский, да. Хорошо. Any questions?
Вопросы есть?
Кто-нибудь меня слышит?
Does anybody hear me?
Да, мы слышим вас. Do we have any questions?
Есть вопросы?
Вы никого не мьютили? Потому что странно, я больше никого не слышу, кроме Ильяса. Они сами отключили микрофоны, да? Угу. Угу. Mhm. Do we need an interpreter for other communication?
Well, if we can continue communication in English, then we don't need an interpreter.
Okay, we don't need. We don't need. We can continue in English.
Yeah,
Тамерлан,
so
спасибо. Спасибо, переводчиков можно, да, отпустить. Спасибо.
yeah, so I just wanted to say that this was to show us how it would look like if participants or attendees would get to the live sessions through the CATF's website, not through the Zoom, but panelists and moderators, they will connect via Zoom. Yeah, and additionally, it will help us to track the flow of participants, because the registration will be required for all of them.
Yes, registration will be arranged through forum website, and each participant will get login and password. In order, we will be able to track all this participants' engagement in sessions, downloading any files, and any other movements through the website.
Well, I don't understand. Can't we do it with Zoom? Why we need these additional instruments and plugins? It seems little bit complicated. Maybe I don't have sufficient experience, but we should assume that our average participant might have no experience as well. I mean, I'm not very well familiar with with Zoom and with other platforms for webinars and conferences. So it seemed a little bit too complicated to me.
Okay.
Well, I just don't like jumping between different windows and.
Ludmila, we jumped just because it was a test running, and during the event, all the participants will not need to go to anywhere, just to be on our website, and they will have ability to look all the presentations, videos, to download files.
Okay, what about the delay? It's really significant delay in hearing in between, yeah?
Excuse me, whoever's talking right now, is there any way you can get closer to your mic or talk louder? You're quite. Thank you.
Well, I'm not a technical expert, but is it normal, Eddie, Alec?
I have a question then. So the idea is to use Zoom as a platform to broadcast the video, and then have this integrated with YouTube to retransmit or streaming that video in using YouTube. So my question is, well, yeah, the delay will be that, but also the integration with YouTube is the one that Zoom offers, or do you have your own streaming platform in your computer that grabs the Zoom one and okay. Yeah. Okay, and I have heard that the some countries in Central Asia have blocked YouTube. What about if a person connects in one of these regions and cannot display the YouTube embedded video in the platform? Yeah, well, yeah, I'm just asking because that was one of the constraints that we have as part of selecting a platform or thinking about selecting a platform for that. And then we were told that YouTube was not an option because that was censorship or censored in some countries. But yeah, that would be something that we need to double check.
Yeah, we know all Central Asia countries. Yeah.
So I just want to confirm with this approach, the average user, so not presenters or hosts or translators, but the average user would only connect via this website broadcast view. And so from the view I see now, it doesn't look like there's user engagement. So what is the access in terms of asking questions or Q&A, or is there's no video or audio option, is that correct?
Register.
And so is there so you can ask a question, does everyone else see that question, or who sees the? Okay.
Why can't we do it in Zoom and on a website? We would do just broadcasting, so you can anyone can watch it but well, with the registration as well. But the participants and all interaction is done via Zoom.
We will have sizable delay in translation.
You mean in a broadcast? You mean in a broadcasted video? Could we do both? Could we do two live streaming, one in Russian and one in English?
We've already tested that it's possible to stream in Zoom in another language with a live translator. We did that.
Can I make explanation in approaches? If we provide the whole event in Zoom, then we will need all interpreters to connect from different places and points of access. I mean, we cannot guarantee a stable internet connection from their sites and something else. And in our approach, when we use our platform, all interpreters will be placed in Video Studio, and the translation will be turned immediately. We can just very quickly react to any changes because we will be all placed in one space: interpreters, technicians, and other personnel. In case we will work through Zoom, these persons will be placed in their locations, and we cannot guarantee that the quality of internet will be good, or sound, or something else.
Well, why can't the interpreters be in one place if we do the event in Zoom? What's the difference?
Yes, they can be placed, but if we use Zoom, they should use different channels to connect to the presentation. In our approach, we will use only one channel through which we can choose. We will stream translation, Russian, English, and this will be more effectively provided. Yes.
Well, I defer to our IT colleagues from home office.
Alejandro, what are your questions?
No, actually, I'm not sure if that's well, the optimization of the quality of the audio and video. It's something that we need to manage because when you stream and broadcast that has it has two sides of the coin. The first one is the one that you can control, which is the one where the translators and presenters will be connected. So we need to make sure that they will be, well, we cannot be 100% sure that they will be, connected in a good place with a great connection and something happens. But at least we need to make that the effort to double check that they have a good connection. That's one thing. And the other side of the coin is the users when the attendees. We cannot control their internet. We don't know if they're going to be connected in the phone or in their house with a poor connectivity. So I would say, and this is my perspective or my idea, the presentation in the I'm afraid if there's a significant delay on I know the delay will be 10 seconds and then everyone will be in this 10 seconds delayed, so nobody will see that. But if this event will be linear, there's no parallel sessions, there's no also, and correct me if I'm wrong, we thought that there were no group sessions, like breakout sessions. So why you don't recommend use Zoom for that purpose? If we can control the translators environment to make sure they have good connectivity and they have a backup connection or something like that, so we can guarantee some level of or manage that risk. Why not having Zoom as a prime broadcasting or a prime platform, and then have a second platform that could be streamed using YouTube, like that, using YouTube for streaming in the site. So I'm just thinking out loud some of the options, because we made a good testing a few weeks ago. It was pretty good, I think, and I considered the platform was well, the platform performance was good. So I'm just thinking if we can just change the little bit the way to do this. I'm just talking about from my experience using this. I know we have attendees that we cannot control the connection of them, but I'm just saying that if we can have option one and then option two ways or two bridges for connection with the participants, will be way better. And then I have the experience of having other platforms and having two channels for connection. One is the live and the tool per se, in this case Zoom, and the contingency connection was YouTube. So I enable both sides for comments and questions. So that's my I don't know, my perspective right now. I would like maybe to do a little bit more testing on this, just to make sure that this is something that we can manage.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I would agree with Ali. It sounds to me it sounds risky. It looks risky. Sorry.
Yeah, we can control that risk and mitigate that risk by having different levels. So we can have I just had an event in Thailand using Zoom, and we had like 500 people connected, and then there were translation and everything was flawless. But again, countries changed and the conditions in terms of infrastructure and connectivity change, and I understand that. But also what we did in that workshop or that event was that we have a contingency link for YouTube for these people that couldn't join the Zoom webinar. In that YouTube, you're only able to have one language. That's one important thing. And the other, if you guys have a video office, that you can do this bypass, like copy the video and have a translator there, and then translate simultaneously, and then broadcast that into a new YouTube. So maybe what we need to do is to analyze all the scenarios. I don't know if you guys agree with me. We can analyze all these scenarios, point the risks, and what can we do for mitigate this risk at most as possible. And then I'll be happy to work with you, Alexander, and you guys to discuss that. So I'll be happy to do that too.
I agree with Ali.
So as I see, the final decision to use Zoom and as a backup our web platform, yeah?
I think there's no final decision yet, Alexander.
Okay.
I would say we need to talk more in deep and see the and I'm also technical, so
Yeah.
so we
Yeah,
can we can talk, we can both and the three of us, we can talk and see which options we have, and
Okay.
and then I'll be pretty happy to come up together with a proposal that we can sure that it could be
Okay. Okay.
solid and concrete. Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you, Alejandro. Then I think we will should provide you with some plan with all arguments for Zoom, for our platform, and maybe to discuss it when you will have you will have a look at all the points we just included in our proposal, and maybe discuss something which is not clear or should be discussed in our group or just between IT specialists.
Yeah, well, maybe I have to